In this video, I'm quickly going to go through creating new initial templates, quick replies, and how to edit existing templates as well. If you're looking for more information about sending messages, then there are other videos for that. This is strictly regarding templates and merge tags. So first things first, come to your template manager here. And if you haven't created any templates yet, you'll be prompted to set up your company name and the user first name data for your merge tags. So there are two merge tags that are required, as it explains here. One is for the company name and one is actually for opt-out language. So the company name, this is the name that you want to show on all of your initial outgoing templates. Just keep in mind that you never really know who you're sending a message to, so keep that in mind when entering your company name here. We use Fast Offer Denver. Then over here on this right side, this is for a merge tag that is user first name. That's not a required template. However, you can enter data here for when you do want to use that merge tag. And so you can either use the sender's first name when using that user first name merge tag, so that if I'm logged in as Allison Jokinen, Allison gets subbed in there, or if Jason is logged in, it uses his name instead. Or we can turn this off and override it with a nickname or a generic name. Once you have these set up, just hit save, and then you can go ahead and start actually creating templates if you haven't yet. So let's go ahead and look at creating a new template. We want to name our template anything we want. This is what we're going to see on our send page, so just make it obvious enough that you know which template you are selecting. Bacon initial template. Template category, this is for when we implement the auto cycling of templates. At the time of this recording, that's not live just yet, but should be soon. So if we label something as a follow-up template, we'll know to cycle through your follow-up templates for follow-up campaigns, or if it's just an initial normal campaign, it knows to select the initial templates from that category. Next, there's quite a few different merge tags you can use here. The only two required ones, again, are company name and opt-out language. It is good to address the person by the first name if you're very confident in your data. If you're fairly confident that you have accurate data, do address them by first name. However, if you're not so sure about the quality of your data, the more wrong numbers you get, the more your delivery rate could technically get affected. So if you're not sure about your data quality, you don't necessarily have to use a first name, but if you're fairly confident in it, use that first name tag. So you can say, hi, first name, this is user first name from, and this is where we'll put that required company name in there. So I'm going to say this is Allison from Fast Offer Denver. Next, we can say I'm interested in street address. I'm not going to go ahead and actually do this whole entire template because if I put one here on the screen, lots of people may end up using that and get flagged as spam. So this is an important point. If you are looking for templates online, just don't use ones that you find online. If you do, use some for inspiration. That's okay. Just make sure it's really not going to get you flagged as spam by using really similar templates to what other people are using. Because even within your own account, you have to create at least 10 to 15 different ones to start, but the more the merrier, because if you're using the same template back to back, then it's going to get you flagged as spam. So imagine finding a template online, everybody's using that, you're all going to get flagged as spam. So make sure you're using unique templates. You've created all of your templates, and it's really important to also come back and edit them every now and then, because maybe you're using the same templates for so long, even if you're switching them up often, just that use over time can start to get them flagged, and so come back and make edits as well. The other required merge tag here is this opt-out language. So it won't let you save a template unless you have that company name and opt-out language merge tag. When you click on opt-out language, it will bring up a drop-down menu for you with lots of different options of different ways to let them know that they can reply stop. It can be merged in anywhere into the template if you'd like, and so that's why we have some here that start with a lowercase letter so that you can even merge it into the middle of a sentence if you'd like. So we can see here this one just says reply stop to end, so we can kind of play with it however we want. Because I've selected that one, I can see here which one I have selected. so that when I'm creating my template, I don't forget, and I can now actually kind of customize it a little bit more. So we can say something like, if you don't want to hear from me anymore, you may reply stop to end, or if, etc. And so we can merge it into the middle of a sentence to make it sound a little bit more natural. We do also need the company name and OptOutLanguage on this alternate message. The alternate message is only used very rarely if you are using an example, this first name merge tag, but maybe a prospect that you've uploaded is missing their first name. So instead of sending hi blank or hi first name, we know, okay, they're missing the first name that's in this merge tag that's being used. So instead, we're going to send this generic message that doesn't specify their prospect information. You do still need, though, the company name and OptOutLanguage. Other merge tags are not going to work here. So only use company name and OptOut. That's why they're the only two available here. Any other merge tags, if you're trying to put the street address or the first name or anything in here, it's not going to work. So that's why we just have, hello, I'm with company name and we're interested in purchasing property, blah, blah, blah. OptOutLanguage works the same way. So once we've created templates, again, 10 to 15 to start, come create more, create 50, create 100, cycle through them often. And so as I had alluded to earlier, we will have auto cycling pretty soon. But before that, if at the time that you're watching this, we don't have auto cycling just yet, make sure when you're sending messages out, you're switching them up all the time. With batch to batch, you're always using new templates because that's going to help you with your delivery rate overall. Next, we can look at quickly editing a template. So all you have to do is click this edit button and see here. And so can just follow through as we just did. You can also use some filters here to see which ones you've labeled as follow-up or initial. Then we can go ahead and go over to quick replies as well. So quick replies, you just hit this new quick reply button, has lots of the same merge tags as before. Just label it with your question or your header so that it's easy for you to select and then write out that message. And so if you just created your account, you can create these based off of conversations you're used to having that you know you're going to be answering questions for, but you can also kind of save these on the go. And so for both the initial and quick reply templates, you can drag and drop them into the order that you like so that on the pages that you're using them, they're in the order that makes sense for you, and so that you can have a really nice quick workflow there. Just because I mentioned it, I will show you that when we're on the page here, there is this Save as Quick Reply button. So you can just click that and save it on the go. And that makes it a little bit more natural as well because you're actually typing out a natural response and just saving it on the go. If you have any questions about creating templates, about merge tags, any of that good stuff, please reach out to support@leadsherpa.com.